Hey guys, so in this video I'll be solving this challenge called the Minion game. So we'll be designing a game in this video. So I'll quickly go through the problem. So what this game is, there are two players, Kevin and Stuart, these two guys, and they wanna play a game called Minion. Okay, the game rules are both players will be given same string, which is called as S, and both players have to make substring. Okay, from this string S you have to make substring. They have to make substring using the letters of the string. Okay, so they have to use the letters to make substring, and the letters are in string S. Stuart has to make words starting from consonants. Okay, consonants it will he will make words from, and Kevin will make words from starting from vowels. These two are very important condition. The game ends when both players have made all the possible substrings. So all the possible substrings we have to make from S, and then there will be a scoring. Player will get +1 points for each occurrence of substring in the string S. Each occurrence. Okay, so if 2 or 3 times one substring will occur, he will get +3 point. Okay, in the substring. So for example, S is BANA, banana. Then Kevin's beginning word will be ANA. So Kevin can make from vowels only. So the first letter is vowel here. He made a word called ANA. Now here ANA occurs twice in banana. Okay, twice occurs in banana. First is this, and the second is this. So 2 occurrences means Kevin will get 2 points. So for better understanding, they have given a image as well. So this is the image. The string S is BANA, banana. So I'm assuming everything is in capital. So Stuart made here a lot of words, and Kevin also made a lot of words less than Stuart. So Stuart is starting from consonants only. You can see B N B N B N B N B B, and Kevin is starting from vowels, so only vowel available is A. So they are making the words. So Stuart started with B, then N, and B is occurring only one time in this string. That's why 1 score. Then N is occurring 2 times, so 2 score. Then BA he made. BA is occurring 1 time. Then NA he made 2 times. NA. Then BAN. So likewise he made till BANA. So total score was 12. Stuart's score was 12. And here if you will see, Kevin made from A only. So AN, ANA. So total 3 times. A is 3 times, 1 2 3. You can see AN is 2 times AN, and this AN. Okay, then ANA is 2 times ANA. ANAN is 1 time. ANA is also 1 time. So total score of Kevin is 9. Our task is to determine the winner of the game and their score. So here the winner is Stuart and the score is 12, and we have to write in function form. Will be given a string of string type to analyze, and we only have to use that string. There is no other input, and we have to write in function form. Then print is the winner's name and score separated by space on only one line, and if there is no winner, then draw you have to write in this way, capital D, small r A W. And we will be given with string S, and it has only uppercase A to Z, so constraint is there. And then what we can do, this length of string is between 0 to 10 to the power 6. So you can see the input is BANANA and the output is Stuart 12. Okay, directly they have written the score. Now vowels are only defined as A, E, I, O, U. If you don't know, rest other alphabets are consonants. This problem Y is not considered as vowel. Why is anyway not a vowel anyway. So let's change it to Python 3, and we are not given with anything. Yeah, we are given with the input S, and it has been passed to a function called minion game, and we have to write our code here. So let's start. First what I'll do is I'll write constraints, so that I don't have to constraints. What are the constraints? So first is this length of the string has to be between 0 to 10 to the power 6. So length of S, if length of string is less than 0, or the same thing, Control C, Control V, is greater than 10 to the power 6. So I'll write 10 to the power 6 in this way, power 10 comma 6. Okay, it is greater than this, it will write print your length of string is out of range. Okay, that will be good. length of a string, let me do it not because it's a variable. So it is not required. I'm just giving a special attention to string because that's the input given to our function. Length of string is out of range. Okay, so this will take care of the length. Then we have to check what we have to check, it's uppercase or not. So every letter should be uppercase, right? So what I'll do is I'll use for loop. So for I in range 0 to length of string, let me run this and see how it is printing. I, so let me run this. So I is starting from 0 to 5, 1 2 3 4 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so what I'll do inside is I'll check for each variable. Okay, if condition I'll apply string I, if it is dot is upper, then I'll continue. It's fine means it's fine, no issues. Else it will print characters are not uppercase. Characters of string is not uppercase. This will be right. Characters of string is not in uppercase. That will be correct, right? So that will take care of constraint. Let's run it. So let's try for test input. So let me do something called string. Let me define a string is equal to something called let's say capital A into power more than 10 to the power 6, right? more than 10 to the power 6, let's say 10 to the power 7. This will be in bracket. I'll take. So now what it will do is it will print the character A 10 to the power 7 times. So it will be out of range, right? According to this. So it should print length of a string is out of range. Let me see, it is equal, right? Okay, equal. If it is greater than, okay, it's fine. Greater than, and this should be equal, less than equal to. If it is equal, less than equal to, then it will print this thing. Let's check. So why it is not printing string type given? String it is. Okay, so let's run. Length of string is out of range. Yeah, it is working. I mean, just to check, I was doing it. Let's do it for 0 as well. So nothing I'll give. So again it should print length of string is out of range. Yeah, so it is, this part is working. Let's see this part. So if I'll write something called capital A should work properly. Yeah, it is working. Let me do it one of the variables small a. Okay, small a should print characters of string is not in uppercase. Yes. What else I can do? Single character only I'll do. Then yeah, it is showing uppercase. So this part is also working correctly. So what it is doing is it is going for each location. For example, banana is there, so it goes to B. It will check whether it is uppercase or not. If it is uppercase, then it will go to the next guy. If it is not uppercase, straight away it will print this. Okay, we can do something. So what it is doing is it is checking for each variable, each character, right? For loop is running from 0 to length of string. Even if it is able to find, I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you. Let's see, you have like this. So it will go to A, capital A, then this A, fine, this A, fine, this A, fine, means like continue. At last he will come to this. This condition is not true, so it will print this case. Now what I want is, let's say A is here, my A is here. Then also what it will do, it will check for this capital A first, second, then third, and fourth one it will print character of string is not in uppercase. Then it will again go to these guys. So I don't want that. As far as even a single character is not in uppercase, it should break, right? It should not check for others. So what I'll do is I'll put a statement break. Okay, so computationally wise it is correct. So it will go to A, then this A, then this A, then fourth one. When it will find that it is it is not in uppercase, it will break. It will not go to the next characters to check. Okay, so computation wise it is correct. So I can remove this. My test is done. So now let's look at the logic. So what do we want actually? We want, first of all, we want who will we have to tell who is the winner and its score. Now there are only two players, so two dashboards we have to make, type of thing you can say. So first of all we want the words, right? These words, how we have to make, and in second part then we have to calculate their score, right? And then in third part I will based upon their score I will decide whether the winner is Stuart or Kevin. Okay, so first is most important part, how we gonna make the words, because scoring part is just to count how many times it is appearing in the bigger word, right? Like this capital string. So scoring part we will see next. Then but first is to calculate Stuart's words, these words, and then Kevin's word. And we have only two things, that Stuart will make from consonant and Kevin will make from vowels. Now if you look closely, they are not making some random words. Okay, they are going in a sequence. So first they made for B, Stuart made for B, then BA, see B, then BA, then BAN is there, BAN is there, BANA is there, BANA is there, then BANAN is there, BANAN is there, BANAN, BANAN. Then it will start from A. This guy is making from A, then AN, then ANA, ANAN, then ANA. So you can see that all four words are made here. Similarly, if you will come here, Stuart, it will start from N now. So N, then NA, then NAN, then NANA, NANA. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is they are going in from left to right. Okay, length they are just increasing, that's all. So if you will start from B, you will start from B, then BA, then BAN, BANA, then BANAN, then BANANA. Okay, then similarly second part will be A, AN, ANA, ANN, like this you will go till last. Okay, so that's how you will make word. You just have to in that way you have to make words, not just random. Randomly you can make like you can take this N, you can take this N, then this A. So N and A also can be a word, right? But they have not made any word starting from N double N A. So that is some observation here. Nobody has told this in the program, in the statement, but this is what you can observe from the dashboard. Okay. So yeah, that is one thing. Another thing is what approach I will go for is, first I will make words for Kevin because it is starting from vowel and vowels are less. So and rest of the words will be kept in consonants or Stuart's words. So I'll use for loop again. So how I will go is, let's implement the logic. So for loop I will use I in if how should we go? First of all, I'll change this to list because I won't be able to access the characters, right, until and unless I won't change them into string. Sorry, list. Then for loop I in string, so it will check for let me print this as well so you will see how it will look. Print string. Okay, let's run it. Oops, I've done compilation error. So okay, let me remove these two guys. Now it's fine. Let's run it. So you can see that they have converted the given string into a list. Okay, BANANA. Now what I'm planning is for loop, or let me just Control Z. Okay, so for in, so every, it will check for all the elements in string, now the string is your list, right? So in all the elements it will check if I in I'll do, let's say, A, then E, I, capital I am doing, I, O, U. Okay, these are the vowels, right? A, E, I, O, U. If I in A, E, I, O, U, then what it will do is I'll run again a for loop, j in range 0 to length of string and what shall I do? I will append all the letters. Okay, so string I will append, string I, where should I append? Let me make a temporary string, temp string. Okay, I or j. Okay, j I'll write, because one by one I have to go, right? So, and I'll save it in temp string dot append. Okay, and I will start from I, that is no, I is not number, right? So let me do it string I. Okay, if string I in A, E, I, O, U, that will come inside, it will go from 1 to j, and string j it will append. Okay, and I in for I in string string I should be number, right? Okay, let me do it range here, range 0 to a length of string. Okay, length of string. So I will be 0 to whatever the length, 0 to 5, 6 is the length, right? 0 to 5 it will go. So string 0, if it is between among these guys, A, E, I, O, U, then it will come inside, it will run a for loop, start from I, and it will keep on appending the way characters. And let me do it like this. We have to join as well, right? Because they are in characters. So temp string, let's say 2, I'll write dot equal to you have to join as it is, dot join temp string. Let me do it, even I'm not sure how it will look. So temp string 2, I hope you are able to see it. Beforehand you should be able to see. So let's run it. So you can see that this is our main string which is in top. Let me remove this, not required. So BANANA will be removed now. So first we got A, then AN. You can see, oh, let me print this only so that you will be able to see. So you can see here it is not starting from B, because B is not a vowel. Okay, so it is checking this condition. So string I is first, it is going for B. It checked for B. B is not in among A, E, I, O, U, so it skipped. Then I became A, and A is among these guys, so inside this it went, started from A, which is I is the location, right? So I to last, and it is keep on appending the characters, and finally it is joining it without any gaps and printing it. That's what it is happening. So it is checked for B. Since it is not a vowel, so it will go to A, start from A is there, so A is there, then A N it will take, A N it is taking, A N A, then A N A N, then A N A, then A N A, okay, then A N A, okay. It is keep on appending, so I have to initialize it again for the next. So here I'll initialize temp string equal to, okay, because it is keep on appending it has to refresh, right, from the next, so that I can use it properly. So let's run it now. So you can see that now it is when it completed A this time, then it went to N. Okay, the bigger for loop went to N, this one. Then N is not a vowel, so it went to A. See, A it made, then A N it will make A N, see A it will make A N. Okay, then it went to bigger for loop, went to N, this N not a vowel, so went to this A and printed it. Okay, so from left to right it is going, you can see that. So what I'll do is now I'll save these guys. One more thing I'll show, let me show you this. Okay, how this looks like, temp string. So A is getting appended, then AN appended. So what second line is doing, it is combining these two guys, that's all, without any gap. So then ANA was made, so it is copied like this. Okay, so just to give you a reference what is happening. So I can remove this guy, and also this guy I can remove, and what I can do is I can append it to something called, this is Kevin's words, right? Kevin I'll define, and I'll append it to Kevin dot append what, temp string 2, I have to append. Okay, and this guy will not refresh, everything will be saved here. These are Kevin's words, so print Kevin. Okay, I'm not printing anything else, right? Okay, so let's run it. So here you can see it is keep on appending and finally it got this. So AN, all the strings whatever is being made by vowels are getting appended and then stored in Kevin list. Okay, AN, and there are multiple addresses, you can see that. So it will help in counting the score. Okay, so A is appearing how many times, we can see that A is appearing, A has to appear, total it has to be 9, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, AN. Okay, so let's see that it will help in calculating the score. So A is appearing 3 times, 1 2 3, and then A is 1 time, AN is 1 time, ANA is 2 time, you can see, then AN is 2 time, you can see. So 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, total 9. Now the same thing I can do it for Stuart as well, right? So let me define Stuart. Stuart is equal to like this, and instead of temp string I will use string temp, let's say, for Stuart. String temp. Okay, and I'll copy this same thing with else. Else is below this if condition. So let me do like this, then this tab I'm using. Okay, and tab is a better way to align actually rather than spaces. So else I'll do the same thing what I've done for this dude, like this, and I'll change the variables, which is string temp. Okay, string this is also string temp, string temp, string temp 2. Let me do it like this. Temp 2 will add string temp, and then here also I'll do string temp 2. Okay, and it will store to Stuart now. Is Stuart. Okay, and this is also Stuart. So what I'll do is, instead of printing at each time, let me print it outside for loop. Kevin and Stuart's. These are their words. Okay, heavily I am consuming for loop, you can see that. So we can see this is our main guy, banana, which is list of whatever string is given to us. Then these are the words made by our one and only Stuart, and these are words made by what's the name of that guy, Kevin. Okay, so what you can see here is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. 12 are the word, 12 is the score of the guy, right? So what it is doing is it is going to be, okay, let me print it, it is better to visualize. Okay, so first I'll show you string temp. String temp 2, just like Kevin, I will show you his words. So see, started with B, then BA, okay, the total BA combined, then BAN, you can see fourth number, this guy, BAN, BANA, then BANAN, BANA, then it refreshed, started with A, but A is not a consonant, so else part is working here. Okay, A is not working here. Here if part is working, here else part is working. Then again else will come here because N is a consonant. So N you can see, then NA, then NAN, then NANA. Okay. Then next it will this here if will work. Then again it will come to else. N is there, then NA will be there, and NA you can see. So that is how it is making total numbers, words. Okay, now we just have to calculate the score, right? We already have the strings, substrings, so we just have to count it, right? So how I'm gonna count is I'll define a variable score of Kevin and Stuart, STRT, let's say, okay, is equal to okay 0, and like this, okay, sorry, control C, like this. I'll define Kevin score, score Kevin, SCR. Okay, let's cut these guys, and just for initialization, everything I am doing it above, right? So I'll initialize here only. Let's do it. Then what I'll do is I'll just count the length of my Stuart list. So score of Stuart is length of Stuart. Similarly, this is the length of Kevin, and so these are scores, right? Now based on scores, what we have to do, we have to decide who's the winner. So for that I'll use if else condition. If Stuart score of Stuart is greater than score of Kevin, then what it will print? It will print Stuart, how it is given, so there is a space here and then the score is here, right? So I will put a space plus I have to put SCR Stuart score, right? Stuart score, and this will be in string form, so str. Okay, so this will be the case when Stuart is a winner. Control Z, Control C. Else if, I'll write else if Stuart's score is less than Kevin's score, then Kevin answer will be Kevin, and this will be KVN. Okay, and the third case is draw case, right? So else if they are equal to else I can use, can I use else? No, not else. Equal to, then it is draw. DRAW, D is capital, rest everything we don't want. Okay, so that is how our code should work. Let's run it. Stuart 12 it is showing, see that? So why we are printing this guy? We don't want this, right? So our sample test case is passed. Now you can't submit this code because see that here we are heavily consuming for loop. See, these guys are taking a lot of time. I mean, this is fine, right? Calculating the length, these are just if else statement, and then here also if you will see this checking these guys, the only thing is consuming a lot of time is these guys. So you know what, if you will see this thing, what do we want in output? Do we want the words? We don't want these words, right? These words which we are storing. So initially I was working in this code, and believe me, I was storing and I passed 2-3 days in storing these words only. But and then I realized later on I don't need words. I only need scores, right? So what you can do is, you know what is going to be inside Kevin and Stuart's array, right? But we don't want them. We just want a score. And if you will see what we are basically doing, each time we are having a word in the Kevin's let's say I'll print it, Kevin's list. Let me print and show you. So first time we are having A, then having AN, then having ANA, ANAN, likewise it goes till A. So what we are doing is, we are adding one word each time. So can I add the scores here only? Let's start with SCN 0 and SCN plus 1. What is the problem? Nothing, right? Because that's what we are doing here. Here we are just taking the length, right? So print, let me SCR Kevin. Let's see that SCN Kevin is 0 above, right? So 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we just want a score, right? So why should I store this? I don't need this. So I am adding it every time. So I can remove this guy, everything, this guy, and I can just run this. Even this guy as well I can remove. Won't be any difference, right? We just have to add the scores. So we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what is happening is, I don't want those strings. That's why I removed them. Now the similar thing I can do here as well. Control C, Control V, and instead of Kevin score, we want Stuart score. ST Stuart score. STR Stuart score. Now remember, here we have already initialized with 0. So every time the string is getting added to, the substring is getting added to Kevin or Stuart's list, it is incrementing the value. Initially it was 0, then plus 1, then plus 1, then plus 1. It kept on doing it. Now I can remove this as well, this as well, right? No need of these two guys. These 4 guys we don't need. Now if I'll run it, okay, so this is something we don't want, right? Stuart and Kevin is not defined. Every iteration I am just taking the values, so alternatively they are increasing, right? So finally we are having 9 and 12. You can see that. Let me print only, it is looking confusing, so let me print only else part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can see. Okay, so still it is working. So if I'll remove this, my test case will be passed. I'll remove this, my test case will be passed. See that? I see, it was consuming a lot of time as well as lot of space. Storing those words will be troublesome if the string will be very huge. Okay, the string is only banana, but a string could be like okay, let me give you an example. No, why? Okay, just keep this in your mind. I'll undo everything. I got a very nice idea. So let me controls, okay, yeah, and this also let me remove it. Oops. Now it is fine. Okay, I'll show you the difference, what the problem is in this code, why I am not submitting it. Let me run this. This is not required. Oops. I got a very nice idea I wanted to show you. Okay, so our test case is passing. Let me define a string, very heavy string. Now you will see the difference. A string is equal to, let me define something called V A C, like some big numbers, some giant string I want. Let me do or maybe I can do like this, right? I'll write n and I'll multiply with power of, let me say 1000, 10 to the power 3. Okay, so it will be a giant string which has only n 1000 times. Okay, this is also a string. They can play with this string as well, right? Only words from n will be made. See what will be the problem. So it is able to work. Okay. Let me take a bigger example. 100 to the power n. Will it work? See that? Memory error, because you have taken a very big string. I mean, a string could be anything, right? As far as it is having capital letter, it could be anything. That's the problem. Memory problem is consumed by these guys, because I'm storing the words which I don't want. Here also I'm storing the words which I don't want. These guys are not consuming any time. Okay, so I hope you are able to see the why we can't submit this code although we have passed the test case. Not test case, the sample test case. So runtime error you will get. So it is not a good practice to use lot of for loops. So that is why I was using, I'm removing these guys. So print screen, same thing I'll take. I'll do here, but this side it is Stuart. This is also Stuart. This is also Stuart. Okay, and then I can remove these guys. I don't need. I'll show you one more thing which is in my head. This is not required. So I'm not storing them. I only need their scores. I don't want their words. And these four guys is removed. Okay, so now we have a better code. So let me run this. So we are printing the numbers. We don't want these. And what else? We don't want this as well. Let me align them properly so that I can show you in one screen. Then okay, else, and then I can remove this. Okay, then also this. Much more clean it looks. So this will also work. Now I'm not consuming any memory, right? So but there is one more thing I want to keep you looking at. Here, can I remove this for loop? these two guys. If I'll remove these two guys, much less memory space I will need, right? So what I'll do is, you can see that it is taking adding the scores are getting added each time. Means like the for loop is running every iteration it is doing the addition. So why not take this and let me do multiply the difference. I can use the difference, it will be same, right? We'll see I minus, so length of string minus I. Okay, so in that way it will multiply 1 with the difference of this. So total, if you, it's like adding, if you are adding 1 5 times, that is equivalent to multiplying 5 with 1, right? So that is what I'm doing. Let me do it actually. I'm not sure as here if I've given the logic correctly. So let me print it. Let me print, and I will remove this. Then what will come? Let me check. Five three one or length. Have I done anything wrong? I mean, it should print 9, right? Oh, length of string I am multiplying. So for loop was running from I to length of string. I to length of string. Whatever the difference is multiplied minus I. Kept on adding I plus 1, I plus 2, I plus 3. Length of string is 6 and it is starting from let me do it actually. Print screen. So how should I come or remove this for loop? It is, let me print this guy, I'll get a better feel. J. Okay, so J so 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5 5. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 1 2 3 4 5 3 4 5 5. Okay, I plus plus I. So I'm not able to get a product type of logic. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Every time it is coming from 1 to 5 it came. Then 3 4 5 5 dependent upon I. every time it is taking. So length len control z. So 6 7 8 9. What's the problem with length string minus I? Oh, 1 2 3 4. What am I printing here? Okay, this I have to print. Okay, so 5 5 5 5 5 3 3 3 3 3 1 1 1. Okay, so I is length of I is no, j0 I to 5 times into I. If I'll do, I will be length of 6 minus 5 6. I'll take the product, right? How many times it is coming, so I have to use I'm trying to make a single statement and remove this guy so that it will consume less memory. That's all I am trying to do, and same logic I'll copy in the else part. So length of string multiply 0, it is starting with 0 position 0 1. So I will be what? I will be a number 0. So it is length of string is 5 5 product I. There was a good logic. I actually I'm not able to recall it, so I don't know how I came up with that time. So what I can do, let me use I. If I'll use, it's a problem actually. I plus length I. Let me do it this. 7 7 9. Okay, 9 and 11 it is going till. Is there any other print here? No. 9 10 11. No, that is not correct. For loop I don't want to use, so it should multiply directly whatever the difference is. So it will be 0, it will be here. So 1 2 3 4 5. Then I will be here 1 2 3. Then I will be here 1. Zero. Let me do 0 plus or score scr Kevin score plus this minus I. This should work, right? Let me do it. So 5 8 9. 5 8 9. Yeah, it is working. So I have to finally you are getting 9 here. So what I am doing is I have removed the for loop. This was 0. Okay, so if I value is here, so total length is what? Sorry, I is at B, right? If it is at B, it will add 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's what it has to do. So it is subtracting from total length minus whatever the position you are in, and it kept on updating the score. Okay, so let me do here as well. So I've removed the for loop. Here also I can remove it, plus this length of string minus I, and I can remove this. So just I am having the scores. Let me print this guy here, strt. So we will see that finally it will reach to 9 and 12. So 12 and 9 you can see. Okay, so this is how this is a better version. So you are only using one for loop and you are able to get the score. See that you can remove this, you can remove this. This is the computationally better code. Just you are calculating the scores, finally you check and declare. That's all. And here you have constraint, here you have logic. Let me write it properly, not logic, I'll say words. Then score. Okay, and winner, let's say winner, scores winner. So you can see that with single for loop I've removed so many things so that you will learn how memory plays an important role, time plays an important role. So even if you will have a string of very big giant string, let's say string is equal to, let me write a into power let's say 1000 comma 3, 1000 to the power 3 giant big a will be here. So how it will deal with? Still there is memory error. I think I've gone too far, I guess. I mean 10 to the power 3 is too much. Let's do this so it will be able to. Yeah, it is working. So I think it should work because one for loop is it's allowed, right? And okay, I think I've made it correctly. So this part won't take a lot of time, only this part will take. That too is a for loop, will check according to string position only. And yeah, that's it. Let's submit it. I'll show you the test codes as well so that you will get a better feel. Total am I printing something? So all the test cases are failed. Oh my god, what's happening? Let's run the code. Oh, okay. So actually I got scared. I've defined this, right? That's why. Let's submit now. Okay, so all the test cases are passed. Congratulations. This took me a lot of time, man, seriously. So 40 points I got first of all. Okay, second, I will show you the test cases, how difficult it was for me. So this test case we have passed. Let's open this test case. We have Hackos. So you can see this is banana shot only. Let's take this one, bigger one. See, such a big V we have. See the test case, such a long capital V's are only there, and the output should have been Stuart will win with this much point. Let's take another test case. So you can actually this is truncated, right? So you can click here and you can see the full test case here. Let me take 14 test cases were there. So you can see this E, I, Q, Q, such a long test case it is, and see how much it is scoring Kevin. So you can see from there here that timing and space can cause you a lot of trouble. So this thing I came up with, I don't know how to teach you this. I mean, that comes with practice only, I guess, when you reduce the complexity of a code. See, such a long test case it is, and if I'll apply those 4 loops, double, triple, for loops, then it won't work, right? You can see, let me do this for this as well. 10th case, see, such a long test case we have, and Stuart is winning with how much score. By this you can judge how complexity of the code matters a lot, space complexity, time complexity, both. Okay, hopefully you've learned a lot. I will show you what else I had tried. Okay, I wrote 2-3 codes. So this was the final code you are looking at. Okay, what I did, so instead of print we can also do sys import sys, and system it will exit. Okay, so yeah, break will not work. Let's import this. So it has to close the program, right? So you can also take here, although they are not checking, I guess, the constraint. Instead of break you should print sys dot. So as soon as it will find a alphabet with no uppercase is not there, it will print sys dot exist. That's all. Okay, let's run it. No issues. Okay, what else I did, I'll show you. So this was one, and this is also okay. Here also you can do. So I'll do it, take it. So even if your length is out of range, it should print this and it will exit the code, means execution will be stopped. Else what will happen, it will print this and it will come to here, right? It will still execute the code. So that is the problem. We don't want the code to come here if any of the constraints are not fulfilling. Then what else I did, see this big giant things I've commented it. So this was the shorter version actually. Okay, so here you can see I tried something else, string I plus something. Okay, then let me show you another code which I was trying. I was trying different combinations actually. Initially I thought a lot of combinations will be required, so I was combining all sort of combinations I was calculating. Then from there I was calculating the score with double for loop. See that I was not getting the idea of length initially, and then you can see I was doing it for Kevin as well as Stuart, and then I was calculating the score winner. Okay, so I use this as well, I am telling you. Then there is one more version. See here also, this I taught you this one so that you will get a better feel of memory and time. Also here you can see this is what we have done till now. I've used set so that it can remove the duplicates. We have done an exercise in this series, you have seen this. Then I was using triple for loop to calculate the score. See, triple for loop. I was not able to pass all the test cases, believe me. 14 test cases was difficult. I had to look for all the test cases, what the problem is, where I am lagging, and or where I am lacking. So that's how I figured out the code. I mean, I got this idea a day before, 2-3 days back, taking the score here itself. This is such a beautiful feeling I got when I did this. and I don't know why I didn't got it, this idea. So basically I'm trying to say that sometimes it requires a lot of effort to build a code. Maybe you will see me doing some code in this IDE, and you might think this guy has done this minion game thing he has designed just in 1 hour or maybe something. So it's not like that. I've tried 2-3 version and I've wasted a lot of time, invested a lot of time, and finally I got this. It took me a lot of time. There were a lot of learnings from this exercise specifically. Okay, so hopefully you have learned a lot, and passing this test cases was an achievement. You can also make a test case here as well, like let's say D, capital D, then also it will work. Small d, if I'll do, then it will print error. C character is out of range because one is small d. So capital D I'll take, run it, and it will work. Stuart will win with 703 because D is a consonant, right? So likewise you can use this position as well if you want to use some test input which you have in your head instead of writing here. Okay, so yeah, so this was it guys. I'll see you in the next challenge. Okay.